Well, hello and welcome to this very first episode of this Let's Play series. Well, for that matter, it's the very first episode of anything I've ever done on YouTube. And we have got an incredible spawn. This is a lovely start. But anyway, yeah, this is all brand new to me, and I don't even know if anybody's going to be watching it. But if you are, please feel free to leave me a comment so I know I'm not talking to myself. I would really appreciate it. All right, let's kick things off by peeking in some houses. I'm just going to borrow those and borrow that. And I'll come back for that later. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the starter stuff now and punch some trees, but I am going to say I think this is probably the first time I've ever punched trees early game with an emerald. I feel like I'm really moving up in the Minecraft world these days. I actually already like this area, so I'm probably going to set up shop somewhere around here, but I want to find just the right spot. I really like being along the water, so even though it's not a big ocean, this is looking really nice over here. Ooh, and I love the flowers. And tulips are my favorite. I think this is going to have to be where we land. This is too gorgeous to pass up. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be our permanent home, but it's definitely a great spot for a temporary base. So I am going to clear a little bit of this land just so we can have some breathing room and figure out what we're doing. Okay, clearing that out should help the cause a little bit. At least we can try to plan out a little bit easier what we're doing. And I think the next step is let's go see what other resources we can find that we can use for some building materials. Plus, I just want to kind of see what's in the general vicinity of here. Best case scenario, we find some mangrove and some spruce and some dark oak because those are by far my favorite building materials. So far, I've hit the trifecta of my least favorite, which is birch and acacia and oak. Oh, well, we've already had a little bit of luck because I do believe I see some dark oak over there to the left. All right, I'll come back for that. And we've got jungle. We got a pretty good variety of wood types out here. This is fantastic. Why is there kelp floating out here? It's as if there were those that went before me, but nobody's been here, so I don't know. But I guess I'll collect it. It might come in handy. And if I'm not mistaken, is that mangrove next to the jungle tree? Holy cow! I've got everything almost that my heart desires, minus the spruce wood, but I am definitely not complaining. Let me just go ahead and grab some of this wood, and then we'll see what other trouble we can get into. Oh, Minecraft weather, why do you mock me? I hate the rainy days. I hate it. All right, let's go sleep and see if we can get some daylight. All right, that's more like it. Okay, we have ourselves an azalea tree as well, which means there is a lush cave underneath here. And even though we are pretty stocked up with resources right now, I cannot help myself. We have to go see what else we can find. Sometimes I forget all about the boat with the chest, and this is actually where it would be a perfect scenario. So that's what I'm going to do so that we have a little bit of extra storage for our loot. I believe we have broken through to a large cavernous region, which means danger, because we have no armor, and for that matter, we don't actually have any weapons. But I guess we can use an axe. But actually, our best defense and our best weapon is our brains. We are going to do this very smart. Trust me. I might know what I'm doing, and then again, I might have absolutely no idea, and this might end up in a horrible mess. Okay, let's grab as many resources as we can safely get in here. Although I don't think there is such thing as safely. Alright, the shield definitely helps. Those things are so creepy. All right, come on now. Go, go, go. Yes. Oh, we've got diamonds. Oh, and we've got company. Okay, yeah, we're not proud. I'm just gonna block myself off here and hope for the best. All right, we'll do it the smart way. Nice and easy. I think he's all gone, so we should be in the clear. Oh, we are not in the clear. We are not in the clear. Oh my goodness, it's an entire invasion. Good grief, how was I supposed to know there was a zombie social going on? I think it's time we craft ourselves an iron sword and take care of business. No more messing around. Holy cow. It's like having a mob farm down here. Ooh, tater. Yes. Who needs diamonds when you can get a tater? I think our work here is done. Not gonna lie, that was more adventure than what I was expecting, but yeah, it was amazing. Okay, now that I've made it back home and managed to empty out a good part of my inventory, I cannot lie, I cannot help but still go looking for spruce because I really want it. I really think I want to use it for the starter house. And I tried some ideas using jungle wood and I didn't like it as well. So let's try one more time and see if we can find some. I'm just gonna go in an opposite direction. Apparently my tree chopping skills leave a little to be desired. I will come back and take care of that later. Not gonna lie, I don't have the best sense of direction. That's why I usually have the coordinates on display and just try to make sure I'm not always just going in circles or going the same way. So we'll see what we can find out this way. Even if we don't find spruce, maybe we will find something interesting or maybe even a better spot to build. I'm still not 100% sold on my current location. I think the flowers, hello bee, I think the flowers kind of wooed me a bit, if you will. I really want to live on the ocean. That's always what I prefer, but I guess at least we have ocean access, so I guess there's something to be said for that. This actually reminds me that I do actually want to get a horse at some point. I always think that's kind of fun to be able to ride around on horse, especially before having elytra. Although the thing that made me think of it is the fact that I would hate trying to get through this area with all these trees riding a horse. That is super frustrating. I don't know if you guys find that too when you play, but it becomes such a nuisance trying to get through all of the leafy tree I don't want to say infested, but you know, overgrown tree areas. Yeah, that's it. And do my eyes deceive that? I don't know what I expected, but that's just so random. I didn't expect it just to be in the middle of the oak and birch forest area. I kind of figured I would stumble upon some snowy mountainous region, but not complaining at all. But this is not exactly the way I expected to find it, but awesome. We've pretty much got do we have all the wood types? Is there anything that we're lacking? Yeah, aside from the nether varieties, I think we now officially have every single wood type in the game. Amazing. Which reminds me, it would be really nice to have some scaffolding right about now too. But hey, we make do with what we have, right? So this is awesome. I guess the only thing left to do now is to go actually build the starter house. I think I'm just going to keep this one simple because like I said before, I'm not sure that I'm going to stay in that area for, an extended time, but we'll definitely get some things built up around there and probably get some starter farms going and kind of see, how we feel about it after we develop it a little bit. This is really very pretty out here too. Okay, we are now back at our home base. And there's still a little... Okay, is it just me, or does the cow look like he's standing on top of the tree? Okay, I'm sorry, I digress. So yeah, there's a little bit of terraforming that I want to do before we start building the house. I want a little bit more of a flat region up here to build on. And I think this is going to be the best way to go about it. I feel bad getting rid of all these flowers, but they will most certainly be replanted. You know, one thing I love about this game is that you can completely make it your own. Maybe I do things in an order a little bit differently than what other people would. I really don't. I don't know. Maybe. I've got some friends that, oh man, they're so gung-ho early on. They're all about the diamonds and they want their diamond gear and, you know, trying to get into the nether as quickly as they can and get as much loot as they can. And I tend to take a little bit more of a laid-back approach, I suppose. But I like having a house set up. I like having a place to call home, if you will. So that's, well, I guess adventuring. I do like to just go explore because I want to make sure I like where I'm at. So yeah, that's kind of how I go about things. And yes, you are correct. I still have not gotten that floating tree taken care of, but I will. I promise I will. Okay, I've laid out the basic roadmap of how this house is going to be put together. And to my own surprise, I have decided that I'm going to use a bit of oak in this build, which I so rarely do. But I kind of figured that, you know, being in this nice, beautiful, flowery area, I should probably try to use a little bit of a lighter wood for a change. I tend to use the darker woods for whatever reason. It's just what I like, but I don't know. I just kind of figured maybe something a little bit lighter, but it will have mangrove. Oh, yes, mark my words. It will have mangrove. I love mangrove wood. Mangrove has kind of changed my entire gameplay. I didn't realize I would like it. It's what I always wanted the crimson wood to be. I love the idea of the crimson. And I really thought that that was going to be my go-to, but it always had just like a little bit more of a kind of that purplish hue to it that I don't like. I just wanted a nice red, and that's what the mangrove gives me. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this perimeter, and then I think I will save you all having to listen to me ramble on, and I will complete the house in a time lapse. But do be aware, I do kind of plan on the fact that I'm sure I'm going to change things back and forth and tweak things and continue to decorate the house for many, many days to come. All right, let's do the time lapse. Okay, so for now, the house is finished, although I know I will keep tweaking this and tweaking that and probably changing things around. However, right now we have some very important unfinished business that we need to attend to. I don't know if anybody can figure it out. I doubt it because I haven't really shown you everything that I've put around the house, but we need to take care of our very special treasure item, the potato. If you happen to notice, there's a little garden area over to the side, and we are going to plant our very first potato. And we will know that on this day, on this very special occasion, this is where it all started. And we're going to use our very special golden hoe that we got. Where did we get it from? We got it from some treasure. But there it is. Ta-da! Behold the potato. All right, let me free cam out of my body so that you can get a look at what the house looks like in its completion. I like the idea of the leaves on top, but if I'm being honest, I think they're either going to get trimmed back a little bit or be removed altogether. I just wanted to try it because I kind of wanted to give it that overgrown look. But it just looks like it has a bad haircut. So yeah, I'll probably mess with that a little bit. But overall, I'm really happy with it. It's just a simple starter home, but as much as I protest against the oak wood, I did end up using some just to brighten things up a little bit. And I love mangrove. You're going to see me doing a lot of building with mangrove in this series. But pretty much that's the starter house done. And now we'll move on to the next task at hand. And here we are back at the village. And that is because I have been going through iron at an alarming rate. And as much as I would like to build a great big fancy high production iron farm, I'm just not going to do that right now. We've got too much to do initially being in a brand new world. So I'm just going to do a quick and dirty quote unquote 5-minute iron farm. If nothing else, at least it'll get us by for now. Well, now that the basics of the farm are done, we just need to convince some villagers to go over there and take part in this dastardly little plan of ours. I picked up all the beds earlier, and my goodness, apparently these guys are extremely tired, so hopefully this will not be too difficult to coax them over. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Come on, really? Do you think you're going to crawl in there with them? No, I don't think so. It's a tiny little single bed, and that's just awkward. All right, little further, fellas. Come on. You know you want to take a little nap. All right, I think. Where did he go yet? One more? Thank goodness this is as easy as it is. I thought, honestly, it would be a little bit more of a nightmare. And apparently I've got things spaced wrong. Okay, yeah, 5 minutes my foot. Okay, let me figure out what I've done here and I shall correct it. Okay, problem solved. I just needed to move that composter over. And hopefully they should be able to get up here now, no problem. Assuming I've done it. Yes, I've done it right. Hello. Sorry, fellas, don't mean to block your way here. Please do go up and have yourself a nice, peaceful evening of sleep under the stars in the fresh air. Now that the villagers are safely tucked in bed and having sweet dreams, it's time to go find ourselves a zombie and woo him into the composter. I mean, how hard could that be, right? Piece of cake, nothing to it. But the iron farm is officially done. Again, this is really not my ideal iron farm setup. I wouldn't mind having something a little bit bigger and, you know, a little bit more proper looking. But in a pinch, this will definitely do the trick and it will definitely be appreciated. If you managed to make it this far in the video, God love you. You are a trooper. I appreciate you so much. If you liked the video, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up. That would help me out a lot. And would love to see you subscribe and see you back here next week for more adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You take care and have an excellent week. I'll see you later. Bye.